everybody, welcome to this fantastic Thursday reading of July 11th of 2024. Welcome. This is a reading that I'm going to provide, and this is going to be how it is. This is going to be the main drag. This is how it's going to be, right? So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, give it a comment. Now, this is the case about how it's going to be. I'm going to figure out what's going on, and this is how it is. So this is going to be a very interesting reading that I'm going to do. Basically, it's going to be very interesting of how it goes. But this is how it is. So first things first, that, this is how it seems to be. If you like this video, give it a like, give it a comment if you want. And this is how it seems to be. So I know that this is going to be a very good reading, and I know that this is going to be a very positive understanding of how it's going to be. So, this is how it is. And, it's very interesting of what's going on because you see it as a wonderful feeling, And, this is how it seems to be because we have to understand about how it is and how our emotions are and whatnot. And we see it as a wonderful feeling, right? Because, it's the way of how it goes. And whenever it is, you have to remember to believe in your own self, And it's the way of how it is. And there's an opportunity for everything, right? Because you need that opportunity to understand that, right? And whether it seems to be good or bad, you have to know how it is, right? Because you have to have your own basics and you have your own ways and how it is, and you don't want to have someone to tell you what to do or anything like that. And it's the way it is, right? Because it's the way of how it goes, right? Because in one way or another, it's the way of how it goes. And energies do change as they go along, and I'm gonna say this because in one way or another, this is like a shift, like a shift shaper, as it is like a shift shaper, something like that. Because it shifts your own energy. Now, sorry about that, but that was a tongue twister. Okay. Now, the point being is that this is how it seems to be. It's the way of how it goes. It's the way of how the outcome leaves. And this is how it is. So we're going to look at what's going on. And this is a wonderful feeling. I will do the oracle cards last as well. This is what it seems to be. Because in one way or another, I want to see how these energies are and what's going on. So I'm not going to do a Celtic cross, but I'm just going to see what's going on because I want to see how the reading looks and what's based on it. And it's the way of how it goes. It's the way of how it seems to be because you're trying to figure out what's going on, right? Because this is how it is. You have to believe and have to know how it is, right? This is like a civilization of knowing from your own way and your own, your own experience, and this is how it is. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, so basically in this reading that you have the Knight of Cups reversed because you're not in a romance position. No, you don't. The High Priestess is like there was something that was happening in this situation. The Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. The Two of Wands is like planning. You're planning on something. And the Three of Wands is like you have communication, so you're talking. The Five of Cups reversed and the Tower reversed. Now, there's things that you're trying to understand. And this is like almost like a rule breaker situation, And that is that this is how it is. This is how it seems to be. So I'm going to clarify because this is how it's going to be because we're going to clarify. And what I'm going to clarify of how these are and wonderful occasionally of this whole entire reading. Now, as a matter of fact, about who's doing this, because I want to figure this out, because we have fire signs here. We have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius in this reading. And yes, it's basically how it is, but this is like a how interesting way. So it's the way of how it goes in one way or another. And this is just an opportunity about how it is. So I'm going to clarify the Knight of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Tower. So I'm just going to do one card here, one card here, one card here. So this is how it is. So we have the Eight of Swords reversed because you don't have anxiety. Now, that's interesting, okay? That's how it is. The Queen of Swords reversed, and you have basically the Chariot is reversed. Something that's wrong in that situation. So you know that you're planning on something, you have communication, that's kind of interesting about this. But this is not over yet until it's over. So basically we have this reading about how it goes, right? Now we're going to understand how things are. Now, while I'm going to clarify this, because this is how it seems to be, right? I'm going to clarify, okay? So level 1, I clarify this. You might even understand, you might not understand it. I'm just going to make this reading a little bit bigger, but you can see it, okay? So I'm going to clarify. I'm going to fly the Eight of Swords, and I'm going to put 3 cards. I know it's going to be a little bit messy, so I'm just going to put it into over here, a little bit here. So let's see. So we have the Moon that's upright. We have the Hermit that's reversed. And we have the Queen of Cups is upright. Okay, so the Hermit reversed means that you already have a soulmate. I can tell. The Moon is upright because you have illusions, right? Because that's how it seems to be. And I know that for sure. Now, the Queen of Swords reversed, I'm going to clarify that. Okay, so you have the Four of Coins reversed. And you have the Wheel of Fortune is upright because you're having good luck on your side. Interesting. So you have the Ten of Wands reversed. Interesting. But you have the Four of Cups is upright. Interesting. So you could be having a distraction here. Maybe in some way, in some sort, some form of it. That's how it is, right? Because you're planning on something to communication, right? So you're planning on that. What's obvious about this Chariot card here? The Seven of Cups is upright. Okay. Is there anything else by that? Wait, let's see. Is there anything else? The Six of Cups is upright. Okay. So basically, you could be dealing with another Scorpio. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You know, this reading kind of is basically how it is. It's like an envy situation. Having good luck on your side. You know, that's just how it is. It seems to be that it's all very peaceful. But in ways, it's not very peaceful. It's basically telling you, like, you know, back off, leave me alone, I can't do this anymore, blah, 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 right? And you have this, right? And there are things that you're trying to understand here, right? You have to remember that this is motivation, right? You have to clear your mind. You have to remember how things are. And, you know, it's the way of how it goes, right? Because it's the way of trying to look at it from a different angle, a different way, you know, because this is how it is. So I know that this reading is good so far, and I'm going to keep going at it because I want to see it. I want to see it as a different point of view. And what that means is I'm going to clarify again. Going to clarify the Moon card, the Queen of Cups, and the Hermit. Put 1 card here. Now, the Seven of Cups, I'm gonna put it between the Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups. I'll put it here. And the Four of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, I'm gonna leave that there. So I'm not gonna clarify those cards yet. But let's see. So this one over here, you have the Nine of Swords is upright. Okay, so you could be dealing with another Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And over here you have the Ten of Cups is upright. So you could be dealing with another, another Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Okay, so you have basically fire signs, air signs, and water signs in this situation. Basically the Ten of Cups means that you want everything that happening. I understand that. But, this is how it is. And it's a good reading so far, it's the way of how it goes, right? Because I'm still clarifying. I can clarify as long as it needs to, because it's the way of how it goes. I'm going to clarify the Three of Wands. So I want to clarify that card because I want to, right? I want to clarify that card. I'm going to give it at least maybe 2 cards to see what's going on. The Lovers is upright, and the Judgment is upright. Okay, so you're being judged, right? You're being judged. You have conclusions because you're in love, and that's how it is, right? So I'll be talking to a cross watcher, maybe. So that's just how it is. So I understand how it goes. Basically how it seems to be. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Swords and the High Priestess. I'll put 1 card on top. And the Death card represents Scorpio. I can tell. So there's an ending here. There's endings in this situation. It's the way of trying to process of how it goes, right? Because it's the way of how it is. This is the way of how to understand it, right? You have to look at it from a different way, because this is how it seems to be. Because in one way or another, everything can shift in a brief second, right? Because everything changes. So basically how it is, this is how it's going to be. Now I'm going to clarify again. I'm going to clarify basically this Death card, and I'm going to clarify this Ten of Cups. So the Death card is like, it has the Seven of Pentacles is upright because you're thinking about your career, and you have the Queen of Wands is upright. So you could be thinking about another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could be thinking about another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Let's see what this Ten of Cups is. The Three of Cups reversed, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so the Three of Cups is actually like, you're not going to be in a third party situation. It's the way of how it goes. It's not very versatile, right? This is almost like a fragile situation, and everything is like gone downhill, and everything is not going your way, and all that stuff, and this is how it is. I'm going to clarify the Three of Cups. It's the Six of Cups is reversed. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So, let's see. Is there anything else that does represent this situation? Is there anything that I can think of in this reading? Because I want to see how it goes in one way or another. Like, this is just how systematic this is. This is how it seems to be. Okay, so I understand how everything goes. I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify the Six of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. The Lovers is reversed. Yeah, see? You have the Lovers that's up right here, but then you have no Lovers here. Do you see the difference there? You do see a difference. Now, what's okay? So we have the Ace of Pentacles is upright, means that you have a new beginning. So, this is how it is, right? Because you were looking for your love, and then you're not having a love, because that's how it is, right? This is how it seems to be. So I know that this is a good reading so far. It's a very good reading. But, it's not going to give me a clear picture. Because whenever you have a clear picture, it gets blurry. Do you ever see that? Yes. And you have to take another picture to make it clear, right? So now you have to figure out what's going to happen next. Okay? Now, the reading will get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what I'm going to say. But it keeps going until everything is all good and all corrected. Now, it's going to be all accurate at the same time. Accuracy is very good, right? And this is how it seems to be. You have to understand that this is one way or another because you have to know how it is. Okay? Let's keep going. So anyway, the point being is that this is how it seems to be. I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify again because this is how it is. So I'm going to clarify. So let's see. So I'm going to clarify the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. And then for the Ace of Pentacles, I'm going to clarify that. So we have the Seven of Cups is upright. So you could be dealing with another Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. On this side, Ace of Cups is upright. Interesting, right? That's how it says, right? This is how it seems to be. So I understand that this is good. This is a good reading so far. It's a very good reading because it's the way of how it goes. And this is how it seems to be. It's the way of how it goes in one way or another, and this is how it is. It's the way of how it goes. So I understand that this reading is kind of almost over, but it's not really. But I want to see it. Okay, so let's see what's opposite about this Seven of Cups. The Queen of Coins is upright, and the Star is upright. Okay, so the Queen of Coins represents that, you know, there's could be a woman that's having money. She's wishing upon of something, you know. Now what's the Ace of Cups? The Six of Coins is upright, followed by the King of Wands is upright. So that means that this could be a man or a woman situation, right? It's the way of how everything goes. Now this is a lovely situation. You know, it's the way of how it goes in one way or another because everything is all, you know, shifted. And everything is going to be all, you know, how it is, right? So I can understand this because this is just how this wonderful reading is, right? Because this is how it seems to be, right? Because it's the way of how it is in one way or another. So let's see what's going on. So what's the opposite about the Queen of Coins and the Star? The Fool is upright, and the Seven of Pentacles is upright. Okay, so there's gonna be change in vision. What's the opposite about that card, please? Two of Pentacles reversed because there's no balance. Okay, but the Two of Wands is upright because there's planning. See, so you have planning, change, and vision. See, that's one way. Okay. Now, the Six of Coins and the King of Wands. Three of Cups is upright because there's relationships. And the High Priestess reversed because there's no inner voice. The High Priestess over here on the left side has inner voice. Over here, it has no inner voice. But let's say what's the opposite of that card, please. The Ten of Cups reverse. Basically there's no completion, right? Because everything is not completed. Then you have the Temperance because there's no healing. Do you see that? Yeah, you do. Okay. So let's see what's the opposite of that card, please. So let's see. What's the opposite of that card, please? So the Six of Wands reversed because there's no achievement, right? And then you have the Eight of Wands reversed because there's no speed. But then you have the Hangman because there's stillness, because there's restrictions, right? So you have the ability to have the restrictions. There's going to be that because you have, there's relationships, there's restrictions, having stillness. Everything is kind of falling apart almost. The Ten of Pentacles reversed because there's no wealth. Then you have the Knight of Wands reversed because there's no immaturity. That's how it is, right? Because you're acting like there was no immaturity. The Knight of Pentacles reversed because there's no trust. Obviously, there could be lying in this situation, right? And this is how it seems to be. And this is not very good. And the Nine of Cups is upright because there's fulfillment, right? It's not very good. It's very, how it is. It's not gonna be. It's kind of like this is like it's not good, and this is how it seems to be. I want to clarify this fulfillment card. Okay, so you have the Eight of Cups reversed because there's no introspection, nothing about that, But then you have the Star that's reversed because there's no inspiration, right? But the Queen of Wands is upright because there's charisma. Interesting, right? So you see that. You see how it seems to be, right? Because there's ways and opportunities about that. So you could be dealing with another, another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. There's all like 12 zodiac signs in this picture. Obviously, there's 12. But what's the mystery? What's the mystery of this reading? So on the left side we have the Ace of Earth is the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Oh yeah. So you could be planning on something about about signed papers or documents or contracts. That's on the left side here. And over here, the Four of Water is missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. Yeah, so you could be dealing with another water sign. You could be dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So they could be, as in like this is between woman or the man side. This is how it could be. But this is how it seems to be. It's like it's the way of how it looks. And this is how it seems to be. I'm going to read you the oracle cards, and then this is almost the end of the reading. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Obviously, that's how it is. Now, Earth sign would represent Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I will give you that because that's how it is. Because, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges, right? So this is how it seems to be, right? It's the way of how it goes. And I'm going to read you this. And this is how it seems to be. Gratitude. Life is one big, continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you will start to attract prosperity, and abundance. That's how it seems to be. So, you basically have that way of knowing what to do, right? And this is how it seems to be. So I hope that this reading helps you understand about how it seems to be, understand how it goes, because this is the way of how it seems to be. So I understand that this is a wonderful reading, and I hope that this, reading helps you, because, life is short, but, continuing to go with it, and this is how it seems to be. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Have a good day to all. Thank you. Bye for now. Really. Bye.